Hello everyone, Ace here, and today let's talk about the controversy surrounding Black Myth Wukong, or more specifically, how game journalists are treating the developers of that particular game. And harassment is a good way to describe what game journalists are doing to the developers in this situation. But you may be curious as to what exactly I mean with regards to that particular statement. So allow me to start from the very beginning. Now, for those who don't know, Black Myth Wukong is an action RPG retelling of Journey to the West, which is one of the most famous pieces of Chinese literature ever created. So it's not exactly difficult to see why Chinese developers Game Science chose to make this game. I do feel I need to provide this context though, because it is important to understanding in what ways the developers are getting smeared and harassed by game journalists. Because back in 2023, IGN decided to start writing hit piece articles against the developers, accusing them of making sexist statements. Except that is factually inaccurate. Instead, it turns out that IGN did an exceptionally poor job at trying to translate the comments in question, meaning that claiming that the developers said sexist things is simply a bold-faced lie. Fortunately, Twitter's community notes were able to provide this much-needed context to the article in question. But you may be wondering now why this is relevant if the article in question is all the way back from 2023. And the answer is because IGN decided to keep referencing that false article ever since when talking about Black Myth Wukong. As a result, more people became aware of the article and began to increasingly notice the issues with the poor translation, as well as, of course, the fact that IGN keeps bringing the article up whenever they can, continues to keep it relevant in this current discussion. More recently, the author of the original article decided to leave a little note on the latest IGN article on Black Myth Wukong, demanding that the developers that she has chosen to harass end up defending her instead, further proving that you cannot possibly hate the absolute waste of oxygen that are game journalists enough. And just to show that it's not exclusively IGN doing these hit piece articles, other companies such as PC Gamer have also decided to cite that false article as well. As you might expect, however, these efforts by game journalists to try to harass game developers have ended up backfiring spectacularly so far, as Black Myth Wukong has instead become the most anticipated game on Steam right now. And not even by a small amount either. So needless to say, I will admit that these events have made me far more interested in supporting the game than I otherwise would have been. Though, to be honest, I most likely would have picked up the game either way. Having said all that, though, I will of course continue to keep my ear to the ground and keep you all informed should any more news come. But in any case, this has been Ace. Hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Ace out.